So, just crossed into Bosnia and Herzegovina, passport stamped, and still climbing up there. Looks like that's the pass over there, hopefully around that corner. Oh my god, finally made it. Oh, that was about nearly 900 metres vertical ascent with a real nagging headwind all the way up, apart from on the left hand side of the hairpins occasionally. But gonna have a nice long descent now. I think it's probably 4 miles of descent, maybe 5. So I'm going to film a bit and then I'm going to put it away and enjoy it. Now that looks epic. I am going to enjoy this. Woo. Woo. All the way down there. So drop down that mountain road, absolutely stunning, onto this kind of plateau area, completely surrounded by mountains, in kind of a little bowl. It's absolutely amazing. And following this road now, it's totally flat to Livno. About another 5 or 6 miles to go today. Awesome. Okay, well, on the way from Livno to Tomislavgrad, which is a place I'm going to stop at for probably early lunch before heading on towards Mostar, and just stopped off by the lake, Gacko I think it's called, on the way. Okay, that's the first mountain pass of the day done. It was about 300 metre climb, so not too bad, no wind. Now we're going to drop down into Tomislavgrad, something like that. This is a quiet back road to Mostar, much better. I think this is the final 200 to 300 metres of climbing today, some of which was probably going to be off-road in a bit. So the gap in the mountains over there is where I've come from today, all the way along. I'm double backing myself now, and back up and over into a off-road valley somewhere over there probably. It looks amazing, really green. Well, made it onto the little gravel section at the end of the climb. It's a bit loose, so I struggle going up, but I think this is the highest point. And it's going to be, I don't know, 12 miles of downhill, probably the first 3 or 4 miles off-road. So this is going to be pretty epic. Okay, it's time for lunch. Quite a late lunch, but I knew there'd be a nice spot if I carried on onto the off-road. And here it is, under this tree. Absolutely beautiful. Not a soul around. This is what I've made the trip for. Absolutely stunning. And on the menu for lunch, cheese roll, crisps, olives, and some dried fruity mix, and Haribos for afters. How good is that? Heading down there, unbelievable, look at it. I'm going to lose about, I think it's about 1200 meters of descent. So it's going to be incredible. It's not all off-road, first third of it's off-road, but it looks pretty amazing. Absolutely mind-blowing, that view. Look at it. Okay, looks like the last bit of gravel. I can see tarmac, the road is tarmac down there. My God, that's been hard. Not really properly rideable. Brakes on all the way, really loose. Big chunks slipping all over the place. My hands are absolutely wrecked. But nearly out onto the road section. But still incredible. Absolutely amazing. That's where I've just come from, all the way through there. Well, this is a seriously amazing descent on the road. It's been going on for miles and miles. I think I've got another 2 or 3 to go. Absolutely incredible. Tunnels on the road into Mostar. Shorter ones don't have any side riding area, but the longer ones do. Bloody noisy. And it's a pretty busy road going into Mostar, following the river. It's the only way in from this end of the river. Okay, so I've been following the Neretva river all the way up towards Mostar from down that end. Heading another 6-7 miles up that way, which is downstream. So I made it into Mostar this morning following the Neretva river, about 20 miles. Very easy day. Well, it's my rest day really. And right in the middle of Mostar, and there's the old bridge. There are some people on top waiting to jump, I think, or just having a look. But yeah, pretty spectacular bridge. Well, here I am at the old bridge and the Red Bull diving competition. I think it's still going on. Kind of early evening now. It's cooled down a bit. It's nice. Yeah, there's a lot going on. Well, I had one night in Mostar. Well, I had the whole afternoon actually, because it was a really short day, almost a rest day to get here. Stayed in this really good little hotel last night in the old town. Great breakfast, and just heading out of Mostar. We've got one massive climb to do today. All the climbing in one go, I think. Probably about 1,000 meters. But yeah, got plenty of water. Let's just give it a go. So we just spotted this building on the way out of Mostar. Still got all the bullet holes from the war. So looks pretty scary actually, and amazing that it's still here like this. It's a bit strange to think that this was all going on in the 1990s, all in this area, completely war-torn. Incredible. Right, well, I'm out of Mostar now. Found the road I need. Heading to Gacko, about 50 miles from here. But there's the big lump I've got to get over. Okay, into the climb now. There's Mostar back there. And I guess I'm not even a fifth into it yet. It's a lovely steady gradient, 4-5%. Good road, pretty quiet actually, so should be okay. Just keep plodding away. Well, I do believe that is the top of the climb. Straight after breakfast, just over 1,000 meters of climbing that was. Actually, once I got up to the kind of the tree line, gradient wasn't quite so steep and it was a bit cooler, and also in the trees, so yeah, glad to have got that one out of the way. Not exactly super scenic up here. There's a little bit of a drop off, maybe a couple of 100 meters, and then there's kind of a plateau, slightly uphill plateau to where I'm going, another 30 miles. So yeah, got that done. Hardest part of the day completed. I was a little bit worried about that one last night, but yeah, not too bad, not too bad. Oh, this is better than I thought it was going to be. So I've been following this valley road for the last 10 miles on the way to Gacko, which is where I'm staying tonight. And it's been a lovely road, pretty quiet and kind of rolling, flat, slightly uphill, slightly downhill. Profiles like that all the way to the end. So we've got about another 15 miles to do, but yeah, it's been a really nice kind of second section to the ride after this morning's exertions. Even got freshly laid tarmac on this section. Absolutely beautiful. Okay, just got into Gacko, well, about an hour ago actually, and found the place. Great little spot. So the lady's up there and she showed me to where I'm staying, which is in here. And it's a little apartment on its own. It's got 4 beds. So I've got a bit of a choice. Got a little kitchen and a fridge which was stocked up with juice and stuff, which is all free. She's really generous. She brought out a coffee, some juice, some pancakes, some biscuits, and some of her homegrown tomatoes and cucumber from the garden here, which I'm going to use to make a pasta sauce tonight. And just popped down to the supermarket, the only one that was open on a Sunday evening. Luckily there was one open, so I got a couple of beers, some snacks, and I'm going to sit down here in the nice quiet garden, chill out for a bit. Okay, this is what I've rustled up tonight. Same as most nights when I'm in a little apartment with kitchen, but yeah, some pasta with vegetables. Looking pretty good actually, so that should get me going for tomorrow. Whew. I was just climbing out of Gacko. Real nice day last night, but the smell of smoke in the morning. The valley is just full of, I think, wood smoke. Everyone's chopping wood and burning wood, I think, around here. There's also a big power station back there, which isn't exactly scenic, but there we go. Okay, just come over a little climb out of Gacko, a couple of 100 metres, and now dropping down to Lake Klinje. Going to be cycling along that for a little while. Well, I'm in a pretty long tunnel, and there is a little walkway on the side, luckily, so I've got my light on anyway, but it's pretty worrying. The big trucks go past. Oh wow, that was not a pleasant experience going through there. So loud, very close to the trucks, but wide enough section to ride on. No lights in the tunnel at some stages, so definitely needed my lights. It was downhill, I don't know how long it was, quite long. Popped out into kind of a nice view. Another tunnel coming up. Heading down there now. Quite a long descent, I think. And after that downhill, just entering the Sutjeska National Park. It looks pretty stunning, even from this little bit. Okay, up on the roads. Wow, this is a stunning valley. Crazy drivers though, well, the lorries are absolutely crazy down here. So I'm really taking it steady. But beautiful valley. So the valley's opening up now. The road's a bit wider, I feel a bit safer, but that was pretty stunning. So I've been chasing this logging truck down the hill. He overtook me on the other side going up, gave me loads of room. He was really polite and friendly. but on the downhill obviously I'm going quicker, but I'm happy just to sit here. Right, just dropped down to the little town of Brod, where I'm going to cross the river. It's the river Drina, down there. So I'll be following the course of the river, although I've gone quite away from the river. It's gone up probably getting up for 100 metres above the river, winding its way along, and now seems to be dropping back down again. Well, it's another beautiful morning. Just leaving the camp and the little mini chalet that was in last night. Excellent night's sleep. So yeah, just heading down the road a bit into Montenegro. Okay, I've just been through the exit border for Bosnia, and now crossing the bridge for the Drina River into Montenegro.